Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our show tonight. This is J. Michael Smith in Tyler, Texas, and my wonderful sister from another mother, Miss Claudia up in Toronto, Canada, just up in North America. We have a great show for you. We meet here every Tuesday night to kind of share our stories and share you an opportunity that has really changed our lives over the years, and we love what we do. Many of you have heard our stories. We'll share them again tonight and talk a little bit about what has allowed us to live a life of just much more of a lifestyle that is meaningful, fulfilling for so many reasons on so many different levels. I'm a baby boomer, empty nester. I've had a wonderful career, but I'd like to say hi to Claudia real quick. Claudia, welcome. Glad you could join us tonight.
Yes, Mike, thank you so much. I'm here in Toronto, and it always amazes me how wonderful it is to just have the opportunity to share this this screen with you, this time with you, and just to be able to tell everybody what has linked us and what has made us meet and start working together. So we have a great next hour. I'm hoping that we are going to have some of the guests that I invited. I'm very excited about that. And if not, we are recording it, so we will be, if you're watching this on a YouTube video or on a private video that we have sent you, we hope that you enjoyed tonight.
Yeah. Yes, we do record this, so if you're on the replay, a wonderful welcome to you too. It looks like we have some folks joining us, Claudia. I see some folks just logging in there. And let me see if I can get this started here. There we go. And hold on just a minute. We've got some background noise. There you go. All right, folks. Well, as Claudia said, we meet every Tuesday night at this time and share this opportunity all over it's incredible that we get guests from all over the globe. Our company is an international company that we're going to talk a little bit about. But let me share my story real quick for those that don't know who I am. I've been an independent businessman or owner since the mid-'80s. I was in the restaurant industry for over 40 years, starting out in my teens and 20s, waiting tables, bartending, and then managing restaurants and in multiple states. And in the mid-'80s, my wife and young son, he was only 18 months old actually, and another great friend of mine with his wife and kids, we moved to Maui, Hawaii on a dream. We had a big, huge dream, and we opened a small cafe in Kahului, Maui, and rolled our sleeves up and just went to work. And we were blessed over the years to raise our families on Maui near the beach. And what a wonderful, wonderful lifestyle. And over a 20-year period, or over actually the first decade, we opened 3 more restaurants on Maui and then one on another island. And in the early 2001, my son and I moved to Colorado, and I opened some restaurants in Colorado as well. So it allowed us that lifestyle. We worked really hard, and we just loved the idea of owning what we did in life, and we were blessed with it and had some really great success. But 10 years ago, in 2008, a very good friend, another good friend of mine I had gone to college with in the 70s, a very successful man in his own right, a home builder in Southern California, introduced me to the profession of network marketing. And I understood it when he showed it to me. If you remember back what was happening in 2007, 2008, we were going into a major recession and things really slowed down. And so I looked at this opportunity and I said, this makes sense. I understand this. It was an opportunity that we could help build people. And I got involved and met Claudia a few years ago we are in the same company, and we have kind of like-minded thinking in entrepreneurialism and business. She's a wonderful businesswoman. And as we share this, we're going to run through some of this and share this opportunity that I was presented to and how it has changed my life. I have sold my Hawaii restaurants. I still have a wonderful love for that island. My son today is grown. He's 32 years of age. And actually, interestingly, I just realized today, actually, or yesterday, this month in 1987, We opened our first restaurant on Maui, and it is, even though I don't own it today, it is still open today. And it's over 30 years old and has done just a tremendous amount of business there. We have second and third generation people working there. Women that worked there in the 80s, their kids are working for us now in 2018. It's just an amazing family there. It's a family business on Maui called Coho's, and I'm still very proud of it, still eat there often when I go to Maui. But anyway, back to us and back to where I like what I'm doing now. This allows us to do something different and build something different in this global digital economy. Now I can build my business not in a brick and mortar, whether it be in Colorado or Maui, but I can do it in both those states, while in all states, in Canada, all over the globe. And as we run through this, I'm going to have Claudia help me on some of this. She really knows the science side of this, our company. She understands the science side of it and the products that we have on the science side. I'll talk a little bit about success and service. Those are the three pillars of our company. And I always compare it to I like to compare it to a stool with three legs, where all three legs have to be stable and equal, or that stool will topple over or bounce. And we really focus on these three levels as we talk, these three pillars as we go through. When I saw this presentation a few years ago from a great friend that I'd known for quite some time, she called me up, she and her husband, and said, Mike, I want to introduce you to a couple here in San Diego that we just have fallen in love with. This couple are dynamic, and they are the ones that help share this information with me that I'm sharing with you now. And this is the first thing that they said that really impacted me and made me sit up and listen and talk to them. They were Dave and Gabriella Daughtry. They've been in our company. They've started in this company 20 years ago when the company started, and they really talked about this and this we believe in together building people. They don't only believe it, they live it, and they have for 20 years. They totally embrace this philosophy, and that's what we do. And I can share this with you in a verbal matter, but really, folks, you're going to have to join us and really experience to truly, truly understand what we believe in and how we build people in this company. We have a tremendous product, a well-trained, you're going to learn about the product briefly here, but the opportunity to help build people, change people's lives all over the globe is what really enticed me when I first saw this. Some facts about our company. We have 5 U.S. patents. We've got 36 international patents. We've got dozens and dozens of pending patents on our products. We are an established company, 20 years old, that has sold over $3.2 billion in products over the past 20 years. And when I start showing you the benefits and the commissions paid out, it's just incredible what they have paid out to us as distributors and spokesmen for the company around the globe. But as I said earlier, science, success, and service. Our immune science experts, we are a research company. We're actually, the title of our company is For Life Research. We are scientific research with our laboratories and manufacturing facilities and scientific laboratories in the United States. And we've got doctors, biologists, microbiologists, scientists, and doctors working in our laboratories, building and developing our products. It's the core of what we do is the immune science experts. We are the key leader in immune science in the United States or North America, or actually in the globe. And Claudia, I want you to see how your volume is and if there's background, but I'd love to have you kind of talk about the immune system from the science side, if you want, and share this information real quick.
Well, I thank you, Michael. You're very kind in giving me all this praise, but actually the most important part for us in For Life is to keep the science simple. So always, if you want more detail, Michael, myself, or the person that sent this video to you can go into a lot more detail on the science of transfer factor and how it works. But I'll try and explain it as simple as I can. So there's really 3 parts of what our product does for us. And that I'm going to start with the first one. The first one is it actually going to give power to your immune system. So transfer factor is something that you already have in your body. You were created by God with an immune system to protect you from so many things. Since you're a baby, you're crawling. Those hands are where, as an adult, you would never even touch and put in your mouth. But babies do. And you wonder how these babies actually are not getting sick with all this bacteria and touching everything that they touch. Well, the important thing to remember here is that you are born with something called the immune system. And the immune system is designed to respond to anything that it has to fight for. So here's the thing. With our transfer factor product and transfer factor itself, what it is in your body, the first thing that you're going to do is it's going to work like, I know that everybody has had at least once in their lifetime where they run out of battery. So your car battery is dead. Now you don't know what to do. You got to call the tow truck or you got to call a friend. And so what happens is you connect that battery to your car and it's going to give power to your battery. So it's not like you're changing the battery, what sometimes you do, but that doesn't happen in this example. In this example, what you're doing is you're powering that existing battery with transfer factor, just like that car. It's going to give it power. It's going to give it everything you need to start, and then it's going to run smoothly. So that's really benefit number one, give power to that immune system. Now, the second one is actually going to be to regulate, like a thermostat. So if you live in Canada like myself, thermostats are very important. Or if you live in Florida, they're very important too. You don't want to be too cool. You don't want to be too hot. And so your body is the same thing. It actually works like a thermostat. It can't be too fast and it can't be too slow. So what transfer factor is going to do is actually going to help you regulate that immune system as it should be and just keep it leveled like a thermostat. And so the third thing that it does, and this was really one of my favorite ones, it remembers. It's a memory molecule. So what happens with transfer factor, it's going to recognize the threat that has been already in your body. And let's give you a quick example. Chickenpox. You actually get chickenpox. And it's not that you only get it once in your lifetime. Chickenpox, shingles, all these things that we get as young children. And we actually develop symptoms. So what happens is you get the little scabs, you get all the scratchy things, and all the uncomfortable symptoms. So what happens really is that in your older years, you will acquire, again, this chickenpox virus, but your memory cell has taken a photographic picture of this invader, and so it is not going to allow the symptoms to happen again. So you're not going to be a 30-year-old with little scabs again. So it's recognizing and destroying the invader. And so this is pretty much what means recognizing, responding, and remember that potential threat. And potential threats can be anything from virus, bacteria, fungi, and everything else that is trying to attack us pretty much 24/7. And so that's it on transfer factor. Keep it simple.
It really is. Keep it simple. And you can Google transfer factor, folks. Just go Google the word transfer factor. Tremendous amount of information on the product. It was actually discovered in the late 40s with a gentleman that was experimenting and working. He's a scientist and immunologist working with tuberculosis patients. But go do your own homework or contact one of us or the person that invited you to watch this. But it is our premier product. It's what we opened the company with. That bottle right there, Transfer Factor Classic. I don't know. It's the little short bottle there on the right-hand side of the picture was what we opened our company with 20 years ago. And we built a dynamic business starting all over the globe 20 years ago with just that one product, Transfer Factor. And we continue to add to it. We've got targeted products now, dealing with your cardiovascular system, your eyes, eye health, kidneys, liver. We've got products that target particular issues that you might have, whatever it be with sugar, maintaining sugar levels. It's wonderful. We've got products designed exclusively for women and exclusively for men, but it's a wonderful line. We have over 100 products. We've got antioxidant support products. We actually have a personal care line that has transfer factors in it, skin care, hair care. And then we have one of our newest, not newest, but relatively newest, the body transformation products that are incredible. We have these products. I personally use a lot of these. A lot of the gentlemen and the women I work out in my local gym here use these products. The fat burning products. These are an amazing line to products, and we just share them. I just share these products every day as I go about my life here in East Texas, or if I'm traveling to Hawaii, or if I'm traveling to other states, Dallas, back to Colorado. We're going to New Mexico and Utah in a couple of weeks here, and we'll be sharing these products because it's word of mouth. And what we have grown into now, that little one bottle of Transfer Factor Classic now with the skincare line and the body transformation line, look at the industries that we are involved in. Billion-dollar industries, 4 of them that in our company you can build a dynamic business. With even just one of these lines, you could build a dynamic business, but we are actively involved in all of them. So success, the other part of our part, this is what Claudia and I love to talk about. We are professional businessmen and women. We love building companies. We love building companies by building people, as I said in the first slide. And so now, how would you do things differently if you didn't have to go to work 8 to 5, or you started out that way? How do I do things differently in my life versus going into my restaurants, which I love, but I had to physically be there? This is a way to do it differently. We are paid 7 different ways in this company. As I said earlier, our company has done over $3.2 billion in revenues over the last 20 years. And ladies and gentlemen, they have paid out over $2.4 billion in commissions to us. Up to 64% of every dollar of revenue that is brought into our company through the sales reps all over the globe, they pay out up to 64% in a variety of ifs in these 7 ways. Not going to go through each 7th way, but I love the fact that just from a retail level, if I sell somebody a product online through my website, and we are an internet based, as I said, this is a global digital economy. So if I can sell this to somebody in Maui, Hawaii tonight, or right here in Tyler, Texas, or Rome, Italy, or anywhere, Korea, South America. Claudia is from South America, and she sells that. We can earn 25% commission on that sale, of which For Life Research will pay us tomorrow. They pay every day, pay you the 25% commission on all your sales. That's just the 3rd way we get paid on all the customer orders we make. And it's just a great way to make additional income, supplemental income, or primary income. Here's a quick example. Just going to run through this real quick. As we build a business, there you are in America. Claudia is up there on the border in Toronto. And as you can see, we just have gone out and found 6 other people that loved our product. They're buying 3 bottles of Transfer Factor as an example, and it's equal to, and we get paid 2% of that product, $18. Doesn't sound like a lot, but that started back years ago. And what is wonderful about these products, folks, we have such a high rate of retention because once you start taking our products, you don't stop because of the way it helps and it works in our body. So these customers that I found years ago and started buying this as an example, I still earn the $18 every single month. But then we started growing out. See the other dots. We moved over to Maui, grew up to Alaska, and we started growing out a little further. Now, as the business grows globally, $990, and again keeps going, third, and gets up to $216 just buying 3 bottles of Transfer Factor. Now your monthly total is over $2,000. What would an extra $2,000 do for your household, either on a part-time basis, a stay-at-home mom, or a police officer, a school teacher who needs additional income? This would really impact someone's life. And now we have teams. Claudia and I have businesses and teams. We're selling products. We have teams in the Philippines. We have teams in India. I'm working in Kenya, East Africa right now. And of course, all of North America, we're building teams across North America. But this can grow and continue to grow. We have a loyalty program on our products. I buy different products. My family buy different products. We get earn free products. We have builder bonus, another where we can build. Once you get started and you do want to be a business builder, you can some builder bonuses. Really quickly, here is something I don't want to confuse you, but we have how you built that out as you saw, and to get up to the 2000, you start getting to different rank positions, and we start building a business. This is how you do that. We do great trainings on this, but I just wanted to show how easy it is or simple it is. Nothing's easy in business. It wasn't easy in my restaurants those first couple of years. In fact, that very first restaurant that's celebrating its 30-year anniversary today, or this month, it was 2.5, almost 3 years before that restaurant made a profit. And I always think back to my wife and I and that 18-month-old son. We were working hard, and we always laughed and said, thank goodness we opened a restaurant and not a dress shop, because we could eat. At least we got to eat. But we didn't make much money that first, if any. We put all the money back in. Eventually became very, very successful. And we opened a second restaurant and third and fourth restaurant. Now we had something of value. But this is how we build. We've got wonderful, wonderful trips, Great Escape incentive trips. Claudia got to go on a wonderful cruise last fall, and they offer us so many different perks to build a business. We get to travel all over the globe and build a business. Claudia, I'm going to talk a little bit about this, and I want you to kind of highlight this too, because you and I always love this part, these three things. And what the difference now that for me in building this business versus my restaurant business is that I really, really love. Claudia and I call ourselves digital nomads. Because of it's a digital global economy, we can sell our products online in over 100 countries. We can build this business with a smartphone, an iPad, and a laptop and a backpack. We can travel the world as long as I can find a coffee shop that has really good Wi-Fi and a good cell phone signal. That's all I need to build a multi-million-dollar international business around the globe. So we can be, Claudia mentioned how many, I don't know how many countries she was in. She flies back and forth to Hawaii. She's down in Orlando. She's up in Alaska. She goes overseas, and we just build a business with a laptop and a little carry-on. She doesn't even take check. We don't check bags hardly. And then the second one, again, back to that first slide I showed you that I said really impacted me, creating meaningful and lasting relationships. That's the rewarding part from people building people. Claudia and I have never actually physically met. Now we're going to meet each other. We're so excited next month. We're going to be in Salt Lake City and meet for the very, very first time. But as I opened up this meeting tonight saying, I'd like to introduce you to my sister from a different mother, I mean that. She and I are like sisters and brothers. We feel like we've known each other all our lives. And I can talk about Margette and Judy and Rob and Kowenda and Beth and, oh my gosh, Gabriella and Dan Daughtry and dozens and dozens of relationships that we are building. And that's the center part, creating and lasting relationships. It's a family that we're building. We invite you. We love to have you join our family. And then Claudia, you want to talk a little bit about, I know you're not, both our hearts are passionate about our company and gain the opportunity to help others. That's Dave and Bianca Lisenby in that other slide there, photo. Talk a little bit about that couple and what they mean to you, because what they mean to you, they mean to me.
Yes, David and Bianca Lisenby, they are just the most incredible partners, because this is what we are to this company. We don't say the company, we say our company. This is how they make us feel. But one of the things that pretty much every company has to have is a sense of purpose. And a lot of people and a lot of companies choose feed the children or things like this. Well, we have a wide variety of things besides feeding the children. But today I'm going to concentrate on feed the children. So our Foundation for Life, which you can Google, is actually foundationforlife.com. Again, it covers a lot of orphanages. It covers a lot of community centers, programs with backpacks, back to school, and many other things. But the Food Fight program is something that touches Michael in our heart, because it really is about many, many children around the world. And I'm talking many, I'm talking over 6.5 million children that have already been fed by a monthly investment that you do into a family or a child for their future. And so just for $29.99, you're able to actually either feed 24 children or feed a child for a month. And it's a bag of Fortify. This bag has been designed specially to go anywhere in the world when people buy it, and it has a mixture of lentils, rice, and transfer factor. So we're not only about giving back the essentials of life, which is food, but we're actually giving back health. We have many of our orphanages, starting with Casa Rosada in Santo Domingo in Dominican Republic, which is Casa Rosada is orphanage for children with AIDS that have been abandoned by their parents. And because that was one of our first causes, it actually has been 20 years. We got to see a young man who was 18 who had been abandoned, and he had been diagnosed with AIDS since he was a baby, and this child has grown in this orphanage. And a year ago, I got to see him speak on stage just to see how amazing his health was. He was graduating from university. He had just been, and he was thanking the 8,000 distributors that were in that room. And let me tell you, Michael, everybody was in tears, because this is just one story. But in every country that we have presence, we actually have orphanages. Now, not only that, a lot of the distributors run private campaigns. So not only what you'll find them online, but if this is something that touches you, you could run your own campaign for your own orphanage in the country of your choice, either to bring Fortify or either to bring, like we had the disaster in Puerto Rico. So a lot of our distributors, they actually got a plane with lots of things that they flew for the disasters. So this is the people that support us. David and Bianca Lisenby, owners of the company. I always say, because I used to be in a company run by stockholders, nothing against stockholders, especially if you're one of them. But if you're in a privately owned company, it just gives you that sense of family. The children, their children run the company. Their children are actively working in a lot of the positions. So you know that this company is a family-oriented business. Steve, too, chairman of the board, friend to David Lisenby for over 15 years, CEO of our company for a very long time, and our new CEO, Danny Lee, just incredible experience and very honorable man that are running this, and they're very accessible. So this is what I really love about our company, very accessible. All the VPs, you can just, we have them on our Facebooks, we can just connect with them. They actually answer really fast. And the executive team is something that you have to look for when you're joining a network marketing company. It can't be just about the product. The product can be a fad and the product can come and go, but you want to make sure that, compensation plan and product, executive team, experience of the company, and team that will support you actually align all in one to have that synchronicity that you need to be successful in a network marketing company.
Exactly right. Exactly right, Claudia. And we have step-by-step training that they have created for us. When I got involved, I got led by my hand on what to do first week, second week, first month, third month, right in throughout my first year in the business. That was step-by-step training to help me understand this industry, help me learn how to build people, and help me communicate the products and talk about our products. We have personal mentors, Dave and Gabriella and Dan and Sharon Daughtry. I talk to them almost on a daily basis, and they're dedicated to supporting us and helping us improve the lives and the health of people all over the globe. So really, there's really three options that they've developed for everyone to consider, and we'll run through these three real quickly here. First one is just be a customer. Many of our people just want to try our products, use our products, and we've got people on our products who've been buying them for 18, 19, 20 years. 3 years in my case. I've got folks that started with me buying the products. They're just a customer of mine. They buy the products every single month. They like them. They've got benefits from them. They have testimonies from them, and they can be a customer. Or if you love what you do right now, but you'd love to have additional income, you want to start a college fund for your kids, or you're a young millennial trying to pay off student loan debts, which is a real issue here in the United States and North America right now, become a retailer. And all a retailer is that you receive an online website just like Claudia and I have, and you can sell our products on the web, over the line, and start earning those commissions on a daily basis, and you're just selling products. You're not wanting to build a global team like Claudia and I are, because we are both business developers. We're building, as I built a restaurant company over 20 years, now I'm building a for life company over the next 5 to 10 years. And so I'm a business developer. But those 3 areas are how you would start in our company. And you can begin to do life differently. We can show you exactly what it takes to get started in any one of those 3 areas. And we will be more than happy to do that. But folks, I can tell you, my last restaurant is an example. 2008, the last one I opened in 2008 in Colorado, cost $1.4 million to open. And my overhead on a monthly basis is just my rent in that restaurant on a monthly basis to pay rent in this beautiful, beautiful shopping center is over $30,000 each and every month. So you can understand, and I understand that business. I understood how to make money in the restaurant business. I love that business. The new digital economy, how many of you out there, if you wanted to open a restaurant today, have $500,000 or $250,000 to open a small cafe? Network marketing, because we are a global basis, it's a global economy and it's a digital economy. We work off websites. Our website is our building. You can open a for life business for less than $1,000, less than what it costs to buy a TV. We've got different levels, and you can open a business that can generate just as much income and just as much revenue as my $1.5 million restaurant I can do in this business. And I'm flexible. As I said, I'm a digital nomad. I can put this laptop down that I'm showing this, presenting this information to you right now on, pick up my smartphone, and I can just fly off tomorrow to Rome, Italy, if I like, and just work in Rome for 1 month or 2 months, or live in Rome for 6 months and build, and then move on to somewhere else in the world. So that's an opportunity if it's for you. It worked for me. I'm an empty nester. My son's grown. But even if you're just out of college, a millennial, 27, 28 years of age, not tied down yet, why don't you go to Europe and live in Europe for 6 months and build a business? Or you want to go to Hawaii? Claudia and I are building a dynamic team in Hawaii that allows us to go back to Maui. I go back to Maui. And Claudia, you share your story about Kona. She is blessed to have a small avocado farm in Kona, Hawaii. So if it gets a little too dang cold in Toronto, she just jumps on a plane and flies to Maui. To Kona. So, but I don't want to speak for you. That's kind of my story, folks. Let Claudia kind of wrap this up for us tonight. But take a look at this company. Take a look at our team. We are the team that invited you to watch this. There's great teams. We're not the only family that we work with, Dan and Dave and Gabriella and Claudia, but there's wonderful families. We work with everybody in our company all around the world. And it's a great lifestyle, and gives you a lot of opportunity, and would love to have you take a look, love to have you join us. So I'm going to turn it over to Claudia, kind of let her wrap everything up, but talk about her little story. Not little story, she has a dynamic story, but I'm envious that she gets to go to Kona as much as she gets to go to.
Yes, actually, if you guys have not seen Michael and I presenting every Tuesday, we actually change it every Tuesday. So if you want to go back into Michael's YouTube videos, we have a different story every Tuesday, so we can make it dynamic also for our guests. So for today, I actually want to give a big welcome to Samantha, who is watching us for the first time. And I hope that you enjoyed the meeting and that you enjoyed the presentation. Any questions you have, please come back to me or Kuwinder. I also want to say hello to Heidi. She's just said hello to all of us live. And this is what we love about live meetings. You can always share this video after, but it's not the same because you can ask us questions through the chat. It's that one at the bottom. I also want to welcome my friend and leader, Anthony, who just came in. And I know that you missed the presentation, Anthony, but it's going to be on a video, so you can just come back to it. And what we do at the end, sorry, I'm finishing a cold. What we do at the end is we tell a little bit about the stories, and we don't really plan them. It's what actually comes out. So Kamaljit is also watching. Thank you, Kawinder. Welcome, Kamaljit. We hope that you have enjoyed the presentation. Just go back to Kawinder for more details on, something that attracted you. Was it the health part? Is it something that you want to know a little bit more? She'll go over about the products that we have. Or is it about time freedom? Is it that maybe you want to travel with your partner? Or maybe you don't have a partner and you're looking for a partner and you want to travel more to find one? Or maybe it's really about making more money, which I know a lot of us, that's what we need to do. So mine was time freedom. Secondary was money. Health, I'm pretty healthy, and thank God for that. So I want to tell you 2 stories today that I haven't told you. So the first thing that came to my mind, my stories, actually, I create them as Michael talks about the presentation. I want to just piggyback on that story about Michael having his business, because what Michael did was he created restaurants, many $1 million restaurants, because like he said, some of them were $3-4 million restaurants that he built throughout all his career with by himself or other partners or with his wife, just like he was telling us. But I want to tell you a small story. See, a lot of people like myself think that, I had a job, and it was a great job, but I also had a dream with my ex-husband that we were going to have a veterinary clinic. So we talked about that last time. What I want to touch base on is that we had a dream that we could also have an online boutique. So this is for those that think, maybe I can have a business, and since I don't want to have the overhead of having a large lease and a lot of inventory or salaries and all these things that come with renting in a mall and things like that, then you think, like myself, oh, why don't we do an online boutique? It kind of matches perfectly with the line that we're going to do. We're going to have a veterinary, so why not? So we started an online boutique. I thought that was, like I said, 5,000, 10,000, I don't know, we planned it. By the time we reached 35,000, I was like, this is not supposed to cost so much. It's supposed to be online. But the thing with online businesses where you're selling stock is that you need to renew the stock. So people don't want to buy what you had last month. If you have it on the window, which is your Facebook, I'm sorry, we had a Facebook page. So your Facebook or your online, well, you have a customer, they buy. Guess what they're going to do next month? They're going to go in again. What do you think you're going to have? So this is the new, a lot of people are going into classes for internet purchasing, and they do Amazon and they sell on eBay. And the other thing is, they buy from other things. And I forgot, Kawinder and I just went into a course about something like this, where people think that, I'm going to buy something and then do e-commerce. And this is so easy. E-commerce is not easy at all. So if you think that investing in an online business or e-commerce business is easy, like Michael said, nothing is easy. So I hit myself really hard with that one. And at the same time, that was when my divorce happened. So we just closed that business really fast. And I still have a lot of stock and I donated a lot of it. So that was my number one. So what happens is with a network marketing business, the investment is so little. I started as a customer because my sister, who had been in the business for a while, kept telling me that this product was amazing. And I said, oh, you know what? It's just another supplement. And then I started trying it and I thought, how did it take me 4 years to try this product? I can't believe it. And this is what happens to a lot of my customers. They're like, where has this product been? I'm like, we've been in business for 20 years. Yeah. But what happens is we're really just putting it out there. So for those of you that are already in the business, make sure that you talk and talk and talk and talk a lot, because we just had a presentation last Monday in our Woman Empowering Woman meeting. And this woman from Kenya, she is like, oh my gosh, on fire. And we said, what is the secret to your success? And she says, there is no secret. We just have the most amazing product in the world. So that's what I want to tell you about it. I started as a customer. Then I started actually telling my friends, not telling, they saw the change. So they saw that some of the issues that I had, I didn't have them anymore. And that these issues I've had for a long time. And I was like, wow, what is this that I'm taking? My sister was right. So it was incredible. Lots of positive changes in my health. And so I started recommending it to my friends. And as I started recommending they started actually wanting to join it because I wasn't in the business, because I was working for a company. I said, okay, this has become really weird because I'm recommending, but I can't make money because I have a job. And so in this case, because I was working for another company that was also direct selling, I could not do the job on the side, which is what we invite you to do today. I unfortunately had to quit that great job that I had because it was a competing company, and go full time into For Life, which is, I've never regretted a minute. But if you have a job, or you have a business, or an online business, or you're trying e-commerce, excuse me, then all you need to do is give it a try. Now, why was this so easy for me? Because when I started trying the product, I already told you, this thing worked incredible. In the first 3 months, my immune system did what it needed to do. I told you guys about regulating, so that's what it did. My immune system was not doing what the job, it was just going too fast. It regulated to what it needed to do. And I was like, oh my God, I've never felt so great. And so I started, my mom had been in the business before me. I actually bought the business from my mom because my sister had opened a business for her. So she had already been in the business for 3 years, purchasing her products, just like your mom, Michael. And so my mom was already a $200 a month consumer, and a lot of products that did very well for her health. Everybody has seen my mom. She looks fantastic. She's doing great. She cares for Mateo. And so $200 my mom was already investing, and she was recommending it. And I started taking about $100 or $200 of it a month. I said, oh no, my baby is a baby, but babies can have transfer factor. So I said, I'm going to give this product to my baby. He's had this pretty much since since he was born, because I was taking it. But after that, I started purchasing and put it on, since he was little, I've been putting it on his tongue, and he just loves it. He chews on the capsules, and he takes Rio Vita juice. He takes our multivitamin. And so what happens is, at about $300 to $400 a month, I was like, oh, I'm just a consumer and a recommender, but I want to go into business. So that's what I did. I started looking for people that wanted to maintain health, that wanted to have longevity, that wanted to have what we call health assurance. See, I don't want to have health insurance. I want to have health assurance. I want to make sure that I'm taking care of my body before it actually, before the cold comes like it did. I want to make sure that my defenses are at top shape, which is what happened. You hear me? Yes, I lost my voice. Yes, I had some of the symptoms, but they were shortened by the probably, what would have been 3 weeks. It shortened to about a week and a half. And I never had to stay in bed, or my mom had the same virus, and Mateo was the one that brought it from from school. And so none of us had fever. None of us had to go to the hospital. Mom did not, seniors have a high tendency to develop other difficulties with their colds, like bronchitis or pneumonia. Mom was perfect. She had her cough, and she walked it through. And so this is what we want. It's like, how beautiful that I can invest in a product that is for my health, for my benefit, and that I can actually recommend to others that are going to love it, that are going to share it, and I'm going to make money. And the person that I'm inviting to try the product is going to make money. So this is a business about, I help you make money by helping myself. If you want to recommend this product to your friends and you're taking it for yourself, you make money. How simple is that? And so it's just beautiful. What I wanted to finish with is a new me. So I am, because I used to work for a skincare company, I had a lot of skincare that I was using from that company, and I had not, I said, when I use our products, I'm just going to start using the whole product line. I think, and a lot of people have to agree, I don't have a lot of makeup on, as you guys can see today, but in the next month, you're going to see my skin even better, because we're going into full force with some facials and some trainings. And like Michael said, we have weight management, and but the power of just beauty is just amazing. So I'm going to be doing some online workshops, which everybody's going to be able to enjoy, and everybody's going to be able to come in and invite. So if you're a gentleman, you can invite your friends, your female friends. If you're a lady, you're going to invite all your friends to watch this. And so what we're going to do is we're going to build on that beautiful line of 7 products that we have, and we're going to just show people how to make money with a daily product used, like a new me. So I can't wait to tell you guys more. And like I said, I was just an hour ago planning this. I'm going to do it in Spanish first, so it might take 2 months for me. So I'll do in the next month. You won't see it. You'll only see people that speak Spanish will see it. But in 2 months, I'll do the whole workshop again in English, and we're going to keep doing. Michael and I are going to start some workshops as well, but they're going to be private. So one last thing, and so that was the product. Now to close it up. In 2015, when I actually took the decision to quit my job, I was at convention, and I'm going to tell you what happened. There was this woman, one of our platinums, her name was Sherry. She was from Indonesia, and she was celebrating her platinum achievement. And I was with my best girlfriend, Kawindra Samra, who's on right now. And we are like just celebrating this woman because she is just so beautiful, and it is just so touching. But here's the part that really hit me, like, and Kawindra did too. As she's celebrating, she started calling all her family members that were involved in the business, that had already success, that were already either millionaires like her, or at least, in the 100,000 or more mark. And when she said, she was the first one that started the business, and she invited her brother into the business, but the mother fell sick for 3 years. So she had to take a 3-year sabbatical. Now, she said at the convention, and it's online, you guys can watch it. She said, if it was not for life, I would not have been able to be by my mother's side for 3 years with a check coming in every month, just because my brother, my cousin, my uncles, they were all out there making their businesses and making it happen. And I could take care of my mom while my check was growing. So this is what the freedom that I'm talking about. So that was first thing about that speech, which is, wow, I live with my mom, 77 years old, and my purpose in life, everybody knows, number one, be the best mom that I can be to Mateo. Number two, be the best daughter I can to my mom. I care for these two people, and that's what I want. So that's what, it started just ringing in my ear. It was like, oh my gosh, this is the life I want. I want a life where my check grows while I'm taking care of my mom. And then the second thing was that she started bringing all these uncles and cousins, and I don't know, Kawindra, where there are like 20 people on stage. And at this point, people are like crying because they're like, and presidential diamond, international diamond. She starts bringing all this family on stage. And I thought, this is what my life should be. My brother and my sister and my cousins and my friends, all of us celebrating on that stage because we're getting our checks and we're getting the money with the freedom that we deserve, because we can take care of our children from home, because we can take care of our moms like Michael does without worrying how many doctor's appointments they have, because you don't have to ask your boss for permission to take them to the doctor, or they don't have to, go in a cab alone or anything. And so that was what real freedom was for me. And Michael, after 5 days in convention, I think it was at the third day, I told Kawindra at night, I'm going to quit my job. And my friend goes, oh, no, I don't think you're ready yet. And I said, this is like, I cannot continue. Look at what is happening here. And it happened. And she goes, I will support you all the way. Whatever you decide, my sister, I'll be with you. And so what happens is I come back from convention on Sunday night, and by Monday morning, I was giving my letter of resignation. And I said, what have I been doing? I mean, I've stayed too long in this job that has been so wonderful to me, but I'm ready to extend my wings higher and make sure that I can make money by inspiring and empowering and helping others make money with their dreams come true. Now, you don't have to quit your job. We can help you make an additional income and keep your job. Don't worry. So that's all for me tonight, Michael.
Well, thank you. I love your story. I love you telling it. I never tire from hearing you. We have so much fun, folks, and would love to get your questions answered if you have some. Get back to the person. Thank you so much, folks, to have you on here tonight. And I hope that you got some great information. I hope it touched you a little bit, touched your emotions and your mind as well. But this is an amazing opportunity. I don't know. I've been a businessman for, going on 35 years now. I don't know that I've ever seen one of the greatest opportunities as I was exposed to this, because it does allow us. We are having explosive growth. We've actually had 20 years of consecutive increased growth every year. We've never done less in a year than we did the previous year. So
That's right.
2018 is one of our biggest years. We're having tremendous success in North America right now. We're reaching some momentum in certain states, and it's just having such a response. People sharing our product, sharing our opportunity, and helping so many people from all demographics, all age groups. So love to get your questions answered. Love to have you join us. And we'll be back here next Tuesday. Call some of your friends and ask them to join us next Tuesday. We'll be back. We might have a special guest. We might not. We often have other guests to join us on Tuesday night from all over the world. And we'll have to see who jumps on. We also Saturday, we do this again on Saturdays. But thank you, folks. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful rest of your evening tonight, wherever you are, and God bless you. But just know that we've offered an opportunity to change and do different things. And so I'm going to sign off and say good night. Good night, Claudia, or aloha.
Good night, everybody. Aloha.
Good night, everyone. We'll see you.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming tonight.
Bye-bye.